Welcome! This is Angelique and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell beside it to get notified every time I post a new video for you. But if you're an old subscriber, hi! We meet again. Hello friends! For this video, we're gonna be doing something I haven't done in such a long time. I know I've been posting a lot of travel vlogs, but there was an era where I used to do sit-down vlogs and would talk to you guys. There was AM radio, there was Q&A, so I thought of bringing it back for a little break and I wanted to chat with you. I chose a lot of good ones. I hope kasya siya sa video na to, but enough of my long rambles. Let's jump into the questions. This question is from Totsy Roll, who is my college Kuya Tots. He asked me, biggest lesson from 2023. I think the greatest lesson that I've learned is that I need to stick through my mantra or my life motto because it has led me to places that I never thought I would ever be. My life motto has always been take a risk, which was inspired from my dad, who has always been a risk taker. I know narinig nyo na to sa sagot ko sa MUPH, but I always live by that. This year, it was taking that leap of faith into joining Miss Universe Philippines, and I'm just really grateful that it became a fruitful, exciting, and lesson-filled journey for me on my end. So that was the biggest lesson for me, definitely, to really stick to my gut and to take that risk. I'm not even gonna attempt to say the username because sobrang hirap, but you'll see it. Sabi niya, what is your coffee order? Okay, I have quite a lot, but to preface, I am a milky coffee girl, so I love my lattes a lot. This one is from Cooper's Coffee House. I always get the brown butter latte. It has been my go-to order ever since I discovered that. Starbucks, I would go for the white chocolate mocha, no whipped cream. Cup Point is also a favorite. I love their honey latte. I love regular milk, but also I love it when it's in oat milk, so long as it's oat side. I have preference. Sea salt latte from Harlan Holden Coffee. Technically, all of the milky coffee. Spanish latte, yan, favorite coffee orders ko yung mga yan. From Ange or Angge Puhol, sabi niya, 2023 favorites, makeup, just anything. Okay, I have a lot of favorites, but I'm very excited to share them because they have all been very valuable to my life so far this 2023, so I hope you'll find a good use out of them as well. And everything that I'm gonna be sharing, I'm definitely gonna be linking them down for you, and they're all available via my favorite Lazada, so let's start. These ones will never see me without. These are my favorite hair smoothening gels. This is around 88 pesos. But when it's a double-digit sale like this coming 12/12, which is happening real soon with Lazada's 12/12 all-out Christmas sale, products like this usually go down to maybe like 40 to 50 pesos. So I really make it a point to hoard a lot. My holy grail ever since this was introduced to me by my makeup artist, si Kuya Jason. This is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Hyaluronic Acid Water Gel. This is my favorite moisturizer. As in, second ko na ata to. Like, wala na talaga siyang laman. But I'm really happy because I got the refill version as well. So, hindi sayang yung lalagyan. I'm just gonna remove the inside and then replace it with this one. If you love doing your hair, this one is definitely your partner in crime. I always see this sa mga hairstylists. Super powerful daw nito. Nabili ko una yung malaki. Tapos parang sabi ko, I also need this for my travel, so I got this size. I think ito wala pa atang 100 pesos to, tapos ito 300 pesos lang. So kapag sale pa, diba, tapos you put it on top of free shipping, and then there's vouchers that you could get discount from. Such a great deal. Love this. My holy grail of a mirror. I love her. I love the design. Very aesthetic. And then the handle as well. And it's so thin, so compact. I could easily put it in my makeup kit. Which brings me to another favorite. This makeup kit. This is my baby. This is my lifeline for when I need to glam myself up. I always bring this everywhere ever since I got this. So well worth it. It is compact. It gets heavy, of course, if you put a lot of items to it. Pero when I travel, I make sure I have my essentials lang there. I'm gonna show you what's inside. Super nice because it has mirror already inside, and then it has LED light as well. Wala lang siyang charge actually, but there is this USB cord so you could charge. There's also this case where you could put whatever you want, brushes, pero ako dito yung mga mahaba na makeup products ko, they're all here. And the inside is super spacious, like meron siyang divider that you could assemble to your preference. So lahat lang ng makeup na ginagamit ko on the daily are all here. There's my makeup kit, one of my favorite purchases this 2023. This is all available via Lazada. Actually, lahat ng makeup items ko when I was building this makeup kit, I actually got them via Lazada as well. And finally, my baby of them all, this aqua flask. That's 32 ounces, I think. It's the pretty thick and big one. I use this every single day. I'm not kidding. For the gym, for when I eat my meals, when I have to go out, when I have a long day of shoot. And the color is very beautiful. Cream, very aesthetic. Those are my favorite 2023 purchases. But 12/12 is right around the corner, and Lazada 12/12 all-out Christmas sale is happening this December 12 to 16. So make sure to check out all of your favorite items or probably Christmas gifts on those dates. There's 100% free shipping yan, and last bonus vouchers up to 1,000 pesos that you could use on top of other vouchers. Next, Jairus James asks, what's your real dream luxury bag? Honestly, I've had a lot of dream bags, and I'm really grateful that I was able to own them in this lifetime. But my dream bags, definitely a Kelly or a Birkin from Hermes. That's the real dream, the real goal. Okay, this one is an interesting one. Window Shopping asks, reaction about your fake life. Okay, there's this thing going on the TikTok search bar that when you search for my name, Angelique Manto, there's fake life at the end of it. I don't know how that started, but first off, I am not living a fake life because I am not living a life that I did not openly say about. I think it's coming from people seeing the old house that we had, especially during the pandemic, which I personally and publicly posted here on YouTube. You might see glimpses of that during my birthday vlog. I think that's where they deduced fake life because that was our old house. And I think it all boils down to, why are we limiting a person's growth based from where they came from, as if they have been hiding that part of their life for them to be deduced as someone living a fake life or a social climber. That's one thing I always get as well. So I've been open about that house, that old house, the poor house that other people see it to be, and I'm never ashamed of that because that's my beginnings. That's where I started. That's the place. Okay, I'm getting emotional. That's the place that housed memories of when my family was still complete before my dad died, or the house that survived us during the pandemic. But that house has been gone. I made it a point that I built the house for my mom the way she wanted it. I let her overtake everything, how she wanted the place to look like, where she wanted it to be, how she wanted it to go. So I hope I'm not really projecting a fake life when I live my life here, treating myself to things that I could only ever dream of, and trying to improve the status of my life. I think we've put enough negative connotation to social climbers here in the Philippines. I've watched the TikTok of Miss Belle Rodolfo, who's very smart, and she said that it is from eons of being oppressed. If I'm seen as being a social climber or someone who's living a fake life for wanting to improve myself, the life that I live, the way I live it, and my family's life, then I may be a social climber, but aren't we all wanting the same thing? So in that sense, are we all social climbers? Match Dump 321. Sabi niya, mom, thoughts when people say about your weight gain and looking old from your haircut. Love you still. Honestly, I feel like comments like this used to affect me so much, but then I realized that it all boils down to, what's the purpose when one person says that? I think it's some kind of limiting another person on how to live their life in some sense, because I've never never been petite. I've always been a thick-thighed, chubby-cheek, morena girl ever since I was young, and if you've been on this channel for a while, then you know that's who she is and who she has been. So when I joined the pageant, I lost weight and everybody suddenly applauded me for it, like, wow, you look better. But then it came to a point when the pressure was too high during a pageant, like you don't have enough time to rest, you're always on the go, training. So I got skinnier than what I initially wanted, and people were like, payat mo, mukha kang kalansay, mukha kang bungo, like you're unhealthy, you have a disorder. And then fast forward to now that I'm in my post-pageant era and I've been living life. We've traveled to different countries. Of course, I wouldn't miss out on eating. Now they say that tumaba ka. Or like the way I did my hair, explore for a little bit, they also had something to say about it. So I feel like it's sort of the itch or the need to control other people's lives and the way they live it that generally you shouldn't do or you do not have the power over do. I don't mind if people say that I've gained weight, because I've lived life, I'm enjoying life, I'm enjoying food as it should be, and I can always revert back to my old self by working hard, working out, going back to my meal plans, to my calorie deficit. I could always do that. Or if my short hair makes me look old, I am old, I'm 27 years old anyway, and I could always grow back my hair. But what you cannot change is the attitude of projection of your woes to other people, and I think that's something that needs a little more working hard on. I think we need to, uplift people and not tear them down, because at the end of the day, when you say those things and you hurt a person's feeling, if they feel some type of way over it, what gain do you have? Does it make you happier? Does it make you more fulfilled than that person that you shame? So I think we need to go back to the rule of, if you can't change anything in 5 seconds, then don't say it. It's a cliche, but cliches are cliche for a reason, and we all need a little bit reminding every now and then. So let this be your reminder about it. I understand that I have weight gain. I'm working with my coach to rebuild strength, not really lose weight, but gain more muscle, be stronger. So I'm fine. I don't mind them, diba? Mind their own business. Max C. Gutierrez asks, what's something you want to tell your 8-year-old self? If you followed my story on Miss Universe Philippines, I always say that it was an ode to my 7-year-old bullied self. And that 8-year-old girl was still that bullied girl. So I just want to tell her that I'm very proud of her for keeping on, and know that silence doesn't mean weakness. I know you're afraid to speak up, but that doesn't make you any less of a person, because sometimes fear overtakes us and it consumes us to the point that we just allow things to happen. But know that you will find that voice and you'll be able to use it to a greater magnitude that you will be doing in the future. And I hope that 8-year-old girl is very proud of the person that she is now. Ko tuloy sumasagot ako ng mga pageant questions, guys. Bakit ganon? Dragu asks me, MUPH experience, gowns concept, and personal challenges during the competition. Ooh. My MUPH experience is both something I've expected and I didn't expect at all. General things about pageantry, you may preliminary, may interview, may swimsuit, may gown. So most of those things are locked in even before I joined. Like, I knew what I wanted, I knew where I wanted to go. That said, I have my gowns or the concept of it already in mind. I knew I wanted to work with Jaggy after I wore his pieces for when I hosted Mutyaning Kapampangan last 2022, when I wore that yellow outfit from Pia and that white dress worn by Catriona. So I wanted him to make my gown. I decided that I wanted him to do my prelims gown because I wanted my finals gown to be a Kapampangan design. So I told him my concept. I wanted it to be very fashion, very non-pageant looking, and I immediately told him I wanted to wear black. because if you know me, I love black. And I wanted no glitters, no sparkles, no shiny things at all in the gown. I just wanted to be a solid colored gown, which was black, with cutouts or maybe sheer panelings or whatever he wanted to put into that. When I gave him that concept, he went with it. He's a very intuitive person, which is why I love working with him. So every now and then, I think every week or almost every other day, pumupunta ako dun sa atelier niya or studio niya to fit the gown. And the first time I actually saw the gown, I was mesmerized. It was everything I wanted. The cutouts, the sheer paneling, the solid black color. All I had to do was tell him, can you tighten this part or can you make the cutout of this bigger? Like, everything he did to it was perfect, and it will forever be my most favorite gown. But I have to digress. My finals gown also was very memorable for me with Sir Frederick Policarpio from Pampanga. I told him I wanted to wear something that looked like it came from a fashion house. If Mugler yung kay Jaggy, I wanted Versace to be the inspiration for my finals gown. Two of my favorite fashion houses. And I told him I wanted to wear green. It was very important for me that I wore green because it's such a calming color for me, and I know it's unexpected for me to wear color, but also because it was the color of mental health PH or mental health in general. So it was important for me that that gown held meaning. So when I was walking it, when I was answering my Q&A, that was the very heart of that gown. So the cutouts are very Versace, the back was very Versace, which I loved. And this time, my prerogative was, kailangan sparkly siya, kailangan glittery. It's the complete opposite of the other gown that I had. Yeah, I think that really solidified the journey that I had. I have a lot to thank in terms of the outfits that I wore. I personally connected with these designers to work with them, and I really chose my outfits. I became the stylist for myself. So I would say that my whole MUPH journey has been a show of who I am, the work that I do, my mind, and the creativity fostered by being a content creator. And I hope I did a good show of that. I think it's important to end this video on a happy note. Sabi ni Yusha MNLT, what inspires you to chase your dreams despite fallbacks? I am no stranger to no's, to failures, or to setbacks. I think what keeps me going has always been the reason why I did it in the first place. The reason why I took that risk that keeps on pushing me despite failure. When you take a risk, a part of that is winning but also losing. So there's a 50-50 chance that you may or may not get what you want. And I think that's life in general. Or when circumstances hold you back from doing things, I always see it first as maybe it's not your time yet. You need to prepare more, you need to better yourself, or it is another person's timeline that is currently unfolding. So you shouldn't be so pressured about that. But also too, the setbacks push you to become better. It pushes you to grow, to be more learned, and when the time comes that you have to face the same hurdle again, you know better now. Don't let those setbacks really set you back. Instead, use it as your catapult into going wherever you want to go and wherever you're meant to go. So, that was it for my Q&A. I think Q and Angelique yung tawag ko dito dati. But I had so much fun answering those questions. Honestly, I don't know how I'm gonna edit this because I feel like ang dami kong sinabi. But if you would want me to make another one of this, let me know in the comment section below, or maybe add up some questions below that I could answer in the next video. That said, thank you so much for watching this video. I honestly appreciate you all coming in here to get to know me a little bit deeper. And I do hope that you enjoyed this video. This has been Angelique. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!